Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharan Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashwata Desata. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Prajapati Sutta Samran. So Sutta means son. Prajapati Sutta means the son of Lord Brahmā. So the Prajapati is referred to the Lord Brahmā. Then comes Samrat Manur Vikhyāta maṅgalaḥ. So Samrat means king. And who is the king here? Manu. And Manu is the son of Lord Brahmā. Or it's called Svāyambhuva Manu. And Vikhyāta maṅgalaḥ. Vikhyāta means famous, well known. And also Maṅgala. Some are famous as a notorious. But here is called Maṅgala with his good act. Like Bin Laden, all people, those who are. So they are also famous. Hiranyakashipu. And it is said, Brahmavartam Yodi Vashan. Vashan means Vasho, Bengali also, Vasho. Seated, situated. Where is Brahmavartam? The Brahmavarta. And from there he is ruling. Shasti means ruling. Where Sapta Alvan Mahim. Mahim means earth. And also earth along with Sapta Alvan. Alvan means referred to the oceans. So there are 7 oceans. Na Saat Samundar ऐसा बोलते. So scientists yet to discover those oceans, or they may not able to discover even. So this knowledge which is being depicted in Srimad Bhagavatam is a transcendental and true knowledge. Like in the beginning, so-called scientists, they used to believe the earth is a flat, maybe some 405 minutes back. That time somebody says, no, earth is a globe, it's round. They would not have believed, they have laughed. But later they themselves found that the earth is globe. Not the earth, even the whole Brahmanda is elliptical shape. So the Srimad Bhagavatam, we must have firm faith whatever being given the Srimad Bhagavatam. And the purpose of Srimad Bhagavatam to help us to come to the level of pure devotional service. Amala Purana. So Vikhyāta, famous. So there's a conversations between Ramanand Rai and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in that conversations, Kirti Gan Madhye Jeever Kaun Bada Kirti. Kirti Gan Madhye Jeever Kaun Bada Kirti. What is the most Kirti? Kirti means famous. Krishna Bhakta Baliya Yahar Hai Khyati. So real khyati means to become a sincere devotee of Lord. That's a true khyati. That's the permanent khyati. So it says, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then asked Ramananda Rai, out of all glorious activities, which is the most glorious? Ramananda Rai replied, that person who is reputed to be a devotee of Lord Krishna enjoys the utmost fame and glory. Generally, the devotees are away from khyati, glories. So much so that Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Maharaj says the khyati, so-called material khyati, is very sukar bhista. So stool of a hawk kind of thing. So it's very, very... So like in the case of, we all remember the Madhven Puri, when he was going from Vrindavan to Jagannath Puri. So Chirchor Gopinath incident. So the Lord has stolen the pot and he was fasting somewhere. Pujari comes and hand over to the pot. She tries and says, Ki, the Lord has stolen the pot for you. So he was very ecstatic to hear this. At the same time, he had that prasadam and the leftover thing, the mud pot. He is broken into the many small pieces and tied up with his chadar, and every day he used to eat one piece. And that Pujari came and informed him like this. So on very same night he left the place, because he was thinking maybe the morning the people will get to know that the Lord has done so much for me, so people will come and glorify me. So that incognito in the whole night he left it. So devotee do not want any khyati, but the Lords always want to glorify his devotees. So this beautiful purport on this Prabhupada writes, the greatest reputation a living being can have is to a devotee of Lord Krishna. So that's the greatest reputation. But now there are so many industrialists, so many scientists, so many people are there, big politicians, rulers. The greatest reputation a living entity can have is to be a devotee of Krishna and to act in Krishna consciousness. In the material world, everyone is trying to become famous. So that's the disease. And that's a cause of their suffering also. It's a cause of suffering. So in the material world, everyone is trying to become famous by accumulating a large bank balance or material opulence. So, especially in Kali Yuga, those with big money, they are considered the most famous. So billionaires, trillionaires. And they want to enjoy that opulence. I am a very rich person. Couple of years back, Forbes magazine was carrying one of the very rich multi-trillionaire. But he was so much suffering with a depression and he used to take drugs and he was not able to leave. So many people were very afraid of those who invested the money on that company and other thing. If something happens to this person, our whole money will go. So there is a steady competition among karmis attempting to advance in a wealthy society. The whole world is turning in accordance with that competitive mood. Get the more money, more property, more opulence. But this kind of name and fame is temporary. For it, even though it may be little name and fame, but is temporary, for it lasts only as long as the temporary material body exists. One may become famous as a Brahmagyani, an impulseless scholar, or one may become a materially opulent person. That's only temporary. In either case, such reputations are inferior to the reputation of Krishna's devotee. In the Garud Purana, it is said, Kalo bhagavatam nama durlavam neva labhyate brahma rudra padot krastam garuna kathitam mama. In the age of Kali, the fame of one who is known as a great devotee is very rare. See, devotees always want to glorify the Lord. Like in the case of Srila Prabhupada, people all know Hare Krishna, people all know Krishna. Prabhupada always was in background. So devotee always want to glorify the Lord. So in this age of Kali, the fame of one who is known as a great devotee is very rare. However, such a position is superior to that of great demigod like Brahma and Mahadeva. This is the opinion of all spiritual masters. So even the more khyati than even Brahma or Mahadeva to become a sincere devotee of the Lord. In the Ityas Samuchaya, Narada tells Pundarika, Janmantar Sahasreshu Yasya Syat Buddhir Idrishi Dasoham Vasudevasya Sarvalokan Samudra Dharet. After many births, when a person realizes that he is eternal servant of Vasudeva, he can be delivered all the worlds. In the Adi Purana, in a conversation between Krishna and Arjuna, it is said, Bhaktanam anugrachanti muktaya shutivi saha. The most exalted position of a liberation is given by the Vedic knowledge. Everyone follows in the footsteps of the devotee. Similarly, in the Brihad Nardiya Puran, it is further stated, Adyapi cha manu srestha brahmadaya api devata. Until now, even the great demigods like Brahma and Lord Shiva did not know the influence of a devotee. See, even Brahma and Shiva also did not know the true position of a pure devotee, even though they are the devotees. Garud Puran similarly state, it is said that out of thousands of Brahmanas, one is qualified to perform sacrifices, and out of many thousands of such qualified Brahmana expert in sacrificial offering, one learned Brahmana may have passed beyond all the Vedic knowledge. He is considered the best among of all these Brahmana. Yet out of thousands of such qualified Brahmana who has passed Vedic knowledge, one may be a Vishnu Bhakta, or he is the most famous. Out of many thousands of such Vaishnava, one who is completely fixed in the devotional service of Lord Krishna is the most famous and very rare. So how, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, now we are getting to know what is the true opulence of a devotee. Indeed, a person who is completely devoted to the service of the Lord certainly return home back to Godhead. Samya Srimad Bhagavatam also highly glorified After much hard labor, a person highly learned in Vedic literature certainly becomes very famous. However, one who is always hearing and chanting the glories of the lotus feet of Mukunda within his heart is certainly superior. So like this, it is said, I do not aspire to take birth as a Brahma. A Brahma is not a devotee of the Lord. I shall be satisfied simply to take birth as insect if I have given a chance to remain in the house of a devotee. Naham brahmapi bhuya san tvad bhakti ruhito hare tvai bhaktastu kitopi bhuyasam janma janmasu. So like similarly, Bhakti Vinod Thakur also writes in a Vaishnava song, Keet janma hua yatha tua das bahir mukh brahma janme nahi as. So similarly, he's taking. So these all great acharya, they have taken the essence from the, this is mentioned the Narayana Vayu Sutta. So devotees are there. So they do not want to come to Brahma if they are not devotee. On the other hand, they want to remain even a small insect if they are association of devotees. It was Lord Shiva who said, I do not know the truth about Krishna. Who is saying? Lord Shiva. I do not know the truth about Krishna, but a devotee of Lord Krishna knows all the truth. Out of all the devotees of Lord Krishna, Prahlada is the greatest. So Lord Shiva was saying, I do not know the truth. Only devotees know the truth. And out of all devotees, Prahlada is the greatest. Above Prahlada, the Pandavas are the supposed more advanced. So Pandavas are considered more advanced than Prahlada. Above the Pandavas are the members of Yadu dynasty who are even more advanced in Yadu dynasty. So the Yadu dynasty more advanced than the Pandavas, and in the Yadu dynasty, Uddhava is the foremost, the furthermost advanced, and above Uddhava are the damsels of Brij Bhumi called the gopis themselves. So the position of the gopis is the topmost. Who is saying? Lord Shiva is saying, I do not know the truth. Devotees not. Topmost devotees, Prahlada, more than Prahlada. Pandavas, more than Pandavas. Yadu dynasty, Yadu, Uddhava. In the Brihad Bhaman Purana, Lord Brahmā tells to Bhrigu. I am skipping the Sanskrit portion. I underwent meditation and austerity for 60,000 years just to understand. Who is saying? Brahma. I underwent meditation and the austerities for 60,000 years just to understand the dust of the lotus feet of the gopis. So the exalted positions of the gopis, Brij Badhus. Now Uddhava had some kind of superiority complex. He was also very near to Krishna, and also he was a great knowledgeable person. So that's the reason Krishna sent him to Vrindavan to pacify the gopis, because they were very much aggrieved, crying for the Lord, because Lord left. Akurura took the Krishna Balarama, they never came, and they were all crying. But that's a whole life they were cried. So Uddhava had come to pacify, or Krishna had sent him so that he can learn some lesson. So all we know, when he comes, he tried, but nobody was ready to hear. They say the Lord is everywhere, He is in your heart. Just you meditate, you will have association of the Lord. So they said, we don't want any, हमको और कोई कृष्ण, हमको वही कृष्ण चाहिए. We don't understand any other this heart. So he was tried a lot, but no one was ready to hear. So then he was going back. Prabhupada gives in one of the lecture. So one of the gopi was sitting. They said, you meditate? They said, we don't know meditation. So once he was going back Uddhava, so he saw that one of the gopis sitting in the Padmasana, closing the eyes and meditating. So he said, oh Hare, excuse me, what you are doing? I told you to do meditate. He said, we don't do meditation. So as we know, Prabhupada explains, so the gopi said that my restless mind is so much, it can think only Krishna. So by meditation, I am trying to forget Krishna. So let him go wherever he likes. Let him go. I don't care for him. So here the position of the gopis, they are trying to forget Krishna. We are trying to remember Krishna. We are trying to hear Krishna while chanting the holy name. So Brahma is saying, I underwent meditation in the austerities for 60,000 years just to understand the dust of the lotus feet of the gopis. Still I could not understand it. To say nothing of me, even Lord Shiva, Lord Shesha, and the goddess of fortune Lakshmi could not understand it. So that's the Golok Dham position of the gopis. So today purport also for the thing. The same Golok Vrindavan Dham is called Vṛndāvana. The same replica which is there in the Golok Dham. So when Lord descends, he brings his Golok Dham or replica, he creates here replica. So that's the reason Brahmavarta is multiple places are there. Like we can consider one person has a multiple home. So Brahma also has a multiple home. One is there on the Sumeru Parvata, if you know that Prabhupada explained the fifth canto. There's a one place where the Brahma reside. And also he has another place, the Brahmaloka. Yamraj also has there's called Yamloka. There's another place also with the Pitraloka. So one person has a multiple places residence. So sometimes we should not get confused. As I said, here also, where is stay? One place, some resort is there, they go for some time, come back. Office also, there is some office work, they come to home. So they have different places. So that's the position of, and all the gopis, the Radharani is the topmost. So in the Adi Purana, the Supreme Personality Godhead said himself. So in the Adi Purana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself says, भगवान खुद बोल रहे हैं, ना तथा में प्रीतमो ब्रह्मा रुद्रश्चा पार्थिवा, ना चा लक्ष्मीर ना चातमा चा यथा गोपी जनो mama. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, the goddess of fortune, even my own self. The Lord is saying, even Lord Shiva, Brahma, goddess of fortune, even my own self are not as dear to me as the gopis. So that's the reason 10th canto Oda says, there's gopis serve so much Krishna. Krishna says, what can I give you? So they ask, give me more seva. The more serve, they say, what can I give you? More service. So Krishna become eternally indebted to the gopis. Don't expecting anything. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, gopis, why so exalted? They will never care for any social custom. What the people will say us. So that time, Vedic culture, it was very wrong. Because they have dancing with the Krishna, they gave everything to Krishna. So they have given everything. Yeah. So even my own self are not as dear to me as the gopis. Of all the gopis, Srimati Radharani is the topmost. Rup Goswami and Sanatan Goswami are the most exalted servitors of Srimati Radharani. So Prabhupada writes in one place, the Gaudiya Vaishnava is known for the service to the Radharani. They are more attached to Radharani compared to Krishna. So the Rup Goswami and Sanatan Goswami are the most exalted servitors of Srimati Radharani and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the mood of Radharani. So those who adhere to their service, those who adhere to service of Rupa and Sanatana. So we are all servant of Rupa. So those who adhere to their service are known as Rupanuga devotees. The Chaitanya Charitamrita gives the following statement about Srila Rupa Goswami. The Sanskrit I will just read the translation. The qualities of one engaged in the service of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, such as reputation, austerities, penance and knowledge, are not to be compared to the good qualities of others. Because any materialistic person, he may how morally, how honest, how ethical he may be. But Prabhupada says it's nothing but a serpent having the jewel on his hood. They can never be trusted. As long as his senses are satisfied, he will be there. Any time he can pounce back. Such is the perfection of a devotee, always engaged in the service of Lord Chaitanya. So there are many like this, many questions asked by discussion between Sanatan, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramanand Rai. And one of the another question he asked that Prabhu kahe kaun vidya madhye sar. What is the topmost education? Prabhu kahe kaun vidya madhye sar. Rai kahe Krishna bhakti bina vidya nahi aur. So the only vidya is about devotional service to Krishna. On one occasion, Lord inquired of all types of education, which is the most. Now people want to get the topmost education. So many universities across the world, Harvard, Princeton, Stanford, people want to go study and all the things. But it says of all types of education, which is the most important? Ramananda replies, no education is important other than the transcendental devotional service to Krishna. So that education is being given by Srila Prabhupada to all of us. So we can be the topmost education. So this is a Madhya Leela, chapter 8, text number 245 to 257. There are some 13 verses. Are all questions and answers between Ramanand Rai and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In these exchanges, there is an attempt to show the difference between material and spiritual existence. Education, Krishna consciousness is always transcendental and is the best of all form of education. Material education aims at Jad Vidya Maya Bebhava. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. They get more deeper into the illusion. So material education aims at increasing the activities of material sense gratification. Pada says all the education, if you analyze one of the lectures, they all meant how you can increase ahar, nidra, bhayam, more and more. They may be big university doing a lot of research, with a lot of dedication. But ultimate aim of their research, how we can expand. beyond material sense gratification is another negative form of knowledge called Brahma Vidya. But beyond the Brahma Vidya, knowledge of impersonal Brahman is knowledge of devotional service. So the knowledge means the real knowledge is, and also the practical. Sampatir madhye jiver kon sampatti gani. So sampatti they want, opulence. So which sampatti is the most glorious sampatti? Radha Krishna prem yar se bada dhani. People want dhani. So who is the most dhani? Who has Radha Krishna's prem. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, of all the capitalists, Prabhupada is right, who possesses the great riches? Who is the topmost? So Ramananda Rai says, he who is richest in love of Radha Krishna is the greatest capitalist. Everyone in this material world is attempting to acquire riches to satisfy the senses. Actually, no one cares for anything other than acquiring material possessions and maintaining them. People are, the wealthy are generally accepted as the most important personality in this material world. Who has more money, they consider. But when we compare a material man of wealth to one wealthy in devotional service of Radha Krishna, the latter is found to be the greatest capitalist. Then he says, Dukh madhye kaun dukh hai Guru Tara. Guru Tara means, Guru means heavy. Which is the dukha? We have some of kind of miseries we may go through with our mental, bodily miseries. But so what is the topmost misery? Krishna Bhakt Biral Bina Dukh Nahi Dukhi Para. So it says that of all kinds of distress, what is the most painful? Rana replies, apart from separation from the devotees of Krishna, not staying in the association of devotee of Krishna, I know no unbearable unhappiness. So the greatest, our main pain when we are not associating with the devotees. मुक्त मध्य कौन जीव मुक्त करी मानी कृष्ण प्रेम यार से मुक्त शिरोमणि. So who is the topmost, who has Krishna Bhakti? गान मध्य कौन गान जीवेर निज धर्मा. गान means songs. Among many songs, which song is to be considered the actual religious of all living entity? So now on the reply, Radha Krishna Prem Keli E Giter Marma. So topmost song, the songs describing the loving affairs of Radha Krishna is superior of all other songs. Anugrahaya Bhaktanam Manushyam Deham Asthita Bhajate Tandrisi Kirya Shrutatamo Bhava. So then says, out of all auspicious and beneficial activity, which is the best of the living entity? Ran replied, the only auspicious activity is association with devotees of Krishna. So like this is a beautiful conversation happens. The true value system of our spiritual life is being set by with a beautiful conversation between Ramananda Rai and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And just I read few things because as this purport says, Vrindavan replica is here. So there are multiple places. The difference between Bhu Vrindavana, Earthly Vrindavan and Golok Vrindavan Dham is primarily based on distinction between manifested in material world and the eternal spiritual world. So while Bhu Vrindavan is a sacred replica or direct manifestation of a spiritual realm, Goloka is original, but he has a replica. Golok Vrindavan is a purely spiritual realm situated in the highest position of the spiritual sky, even above Vaikuntha. It is characterized by the eternal, non-material existence, where every word is a song, every step is a dance, and trees are Kalpavriksha. Bhu Vrindavana is located in India. It is a sacred place where Krishna manifests his pastime 5,000 years ago. It is considered identical to Goloka for devotee, even though the mundane eyes it may seem material. So actually this Krishna comes and brings here and do his Leela so that the Jiva, otherwise we cannot see the Krishna's or even Golok transcendental form. He manifests which form which we can directly can see. So Bhu Vrindavana. So that we can get attracted and go back to the spiritual world. So Prabhupada wanted all his devotees, especially disciples, should go back to Godhead in this very life. And if that determination is there, then Srila Prabhupada will help us so that we can move in devotional path. So I will stop here. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Go Prem Nande Hari Hari.